Don't be in a hurry to quit, and don't be stubborn and keep going on. It's something you have to decide. I'll tell you, this is part of our books, Happiness Express and Sleep Your Way to Success. There is, for me, it used to be, when I was studying, I would say, I'm going to crack this problem and only then I will sleep. And it will be 12 midnight, 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. And I am exhausted. My brain is hardly working, yet my ego keeps me there. I'm going to finish this before I sleep. At that point, it is just wise to sleep and wake up the next morning and look at it with a fresh mind. Yeah, I have noticed this happening with me even now. When I say I will finish this presentation, then I will sleep. But 2 slides can wait for tomorrow. Right? And now because I'm aware of this, I can really feel that, now I am not doing anything, I'm just staring at the screen, thinking I'm working. When you're doing that, stop working, go to bed. So, when you feel that you have done enough and it's still not working, move on. But don't be in a hurry to move on. Sometimes success is just one more step. Okay? Yeah. I guess it also becomes a question of how important it is to you. Someone you love very, very much and the relationship is not working, but you really want to make it work because you love them so much. You will give much more to that than, say, finishing your income tax, which you have to do, but you can do it tomorrow. Unless tomorrow is the last date for filing. Right? So it's not an easy question to answer. But you have to know when to stop. On our courses, we used to do this game where we would have someone go and say, come on, open the door by pushing it. And the door can only be opened by pulling. So you push, you give your 100%, yet the door is not going to open. Right? So sometimes you need to change your strategy. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I push the door, it doesn't open. So what do? I push it again. I push it harder. I push it even harder. I get 5 more people and we push together. Doesn't make sense. Try pulling. Acha, if it doesn't work even when you pull, try lifting. If that does not work, try sliding. If that does not work, try pushing it down. If that does not work, it's a wall. There is no door there. Move on. Do you get what I'm saying? You do all you can, and at one point you have to realize the reality that this is not a door. This relationship is not going to work. This job is taking you nowhere. And you have to move on. As hard as that may be. Yeah. Many times it's that I have invested so much in this, I want to continue. It's what we do with very bad movies. You walk into the theatre and you have paid that whatever, £5, 2,000, 3,000 rupees, whatever it is, right? And the movie sucks, right? 10 minutes you are yawning, 15 minutes you are like, when is this going to end? But you don't get up and go out. What's the matter with you? You need to know when to get up and leave. There's a chapter in Sleep Your Way to Success which starts with this beginning of a Woody Allen movie where there are these 2 little old ladies who are sitting and having food, and one says to the other, the food in this restaurant is so bad. And the other says, yes, and the portions are so small. Sometimes in life, when things become really bad, that's a blessing, because when things become really bad, that's when you move. Until it really hurts, you don't move. Yeah. So sometimes you have to wait until it really hurts. Sometimes you become a little wise and move before it starts really hurting. And it's just experience that will guide you in this. Last thing I would say is don't be scared of failure. You have to give yourself the permission to fail. I'm not saying you should fail. I'm not saying you start something in order to fail. You start to win. You start to succeed. But you have to give yourself the permission to fail. Because otherwise, you will only do things that you know how to do. You will never take any risks and you will never grow. This is the curse of the middle class. The reason the middle class remains the middle class because they are so scared to fail. Always safe. Right? You really want to make it to the top, stop being safe. One final thing. Stop being safe, but don't be reckless. At least middle class, you have a 2-bedroom hall. You don't want to end up on the street. Right? That's what I always tell all my students who come and tell me what should I do in my career. I say the first thing you should not do is listen to your parents. Don't listen to your parents. See, whatever your parents did, they are where they are. Do you want to be where they are? If the answer is yes, then do what they are doing. If the answer is no, then stop listening to them, do your own thing. But if you don't listen to them, you may not even reach where they are. That is the risk you have to take.